Obviously, like, I'm really disappointed in the outcome of the game. Just frustrated, and yeah, I think that's the best way to put it right now, is frustrated. This is the first team we've seen with size, athleticism, along with some pretty good skill. A team that's picked to win their conference and was an NCAA tournament team last year, and so really good test for us, really good, really good opponent to kind of see where we were at. I just don't think we handled the physicality well. I don't think we handled their pressure well. We turned it over 24 times. I thought we got bullied. I thought I just did not think we matched their physicality and competed at a high level, and just we had no edge to us and competitiveness, in my opinion. But there was some bright spots, right? You're down and you come out of halftime, and I think we punched them in the face in the second half and made some runs and pressed them a little bit there at the end and made some more runs. But ultimately, like, I measure wins and losses, and I measure like total body of work within a game, and we weren't physical enough. We weren't sharp enough. We went back to showing some immaturity and some things that we thought we cleaned up, but reverted back and took a couple steps back today. But it'll be addressed tomorrow at practice, and we have no choice but to come in tomorrow and watch this and own this and let it bother us and make some changes quickly.
Nora, I'm going to ask you, since you played inside, Porter, what was tough about guarding her?
I wouldn't say it was necessarily tough. I feel like we didn't meet her above the free throw line. We weren't jamming her, and we were just kind of allowing her to impose her will on us. She had good patience. She was, very patient with her shot, with her takes. Just a lack of having hands up on her little turnaround jumpers as well.
As far as Southern goes, it looked like they're very handsy and very quick and very kind of causing chaos for you guys. Tell me a little bit about how you were trying to overcome that. You did go on some runs, so you did overcome it at points. But how did that feel? I think this really is the first team that's actually done that to you guys. So, coach, players, whoever wants to answer.
Go ahead, Nora.
Okay. I think we were anticipating them being handsy, them anticipating them clogging the paint, helping from anywhere, but we weren't able to settle ourselves, and we were very much rattled by that. I don't know if there was an adjustment made. We were trying to play off of two, trying to make throwback reads and stuff like that. It wasn't it.
They were blowing up our dribble handoffs. They were making catches difficult. I mean, we weren't strong with the ball. We weren't in triple threat. We were on our heels. We were weak with our dribble. I mean, you name it. They brought it, and we did not respond by any stretch of the imagination. We looked weak. We looked, I don't know, haven't seen our team look like that. And here's the thing, that team is the closest thing that we have seen to even a bad Big 12 team. I say that respectfully to them. I'm sure they do a great job in the Big 12 and compete, but I'm just saying, that's the closest thing that we have seen to the teams that we are going to see in less than a month. And so that's very alarming to know that that's how we handled that. But I do think this team needs that. We needed to see that. We needed to feel that. We need to watch that. And one thing I do know about this team is that they watch the film, and they really do try to make adjustments for the next time. So, we're going to get this at some point. So glad we're getting it now, and we're going to need to fix this before Sunday, because it's going to be a very similar situation.
On the flip side of that, on the positive side of that, is you did get to feel that, right? You did get to see that now before you get into the conference play. Lessons to learn from that, to work on. What do you think the team, maybe the top two things that the team needs to work on as you go into conference play after seeing how this game played out?
Carry over from practice, and what we work on in practice and coming into the game and doing it, and leadership on the floor and communication on the floor. I mean, it's like we have to be so good at everything that we do. We're smaller than that team. We're less athletic in every lifetime than that team is. So we can't turn it over 24 times. We need to be great in our actions. We need to be great with our communication. You know, like it's just like we cannot be loosey-goosey in any area because we are so, you know, deficient on paper against some teams. So we have to be so good at everything that we do. Communication, leadership, just paying attention to a scout, coming in and talking about who you're guarding, like all these little things that there was big time slippage on tonight, and you can't afford to do that.
I wanted to ask you, it seemed like their drive and kick was giving you guys some trouble. Even when they didn't hit them, they were open. So what was the issue there, and what do you guys need to do?
I think it's just basketball IQ. If somebody hits one, they hit two. You probably don't need a big gap. You need to stay there, and we got to contain the ball, so we don't need the big gaps, you know. And that's what she's talking about. When we talk about that every day in practice, and we don't bring it to the floor. So until we do that, we're gonna get the same outcome that we did today.
Thank you, everybody.